never stops.
That's so true, Liz. You sing a lot too. Like, especially during
Hey guys, Kaya Bella here. Welcome back to my channel. Happy holidays. I know like a couple days ago was Thanksgiving, so I hope you enjoyed that, you know, during quarantine or whatever you did. I wore this little jumper for the holiday season. Kind of cute. Got it from Romwe, I think. So, kind of feeling it today. As you read from the title, we're going to talk about the best and worst of Victorious, and also why it's the best show out of, you know, the other shows such as Icarly, you know, Zoe 101. I made a video last week and I ranked all of Harry Styles' songs on each album, so check that out. Check out my other video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, my first chit chat video, Arianagrande Positions review. That was pretty fun to make too, so check that out. I'll link it down below. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm excited for this video. This is my first video I'm talking about a TV show that I really love, so I can't wait to talk about it. Okay, so first things first, the characters, right? So, you know, I watched Victorious probably like 3 times from beginning to end, and I have to say that like what like mostly makes the show is the characters. So so I feel like the Victorious producers like really like picked the characters very well, you know, compared to like the Amanda Show and all that. Like there's like a skit type show, but like with Victorious is like, you know, a comedy fictional plotline show. So I think that with shows, I feel like with shows like that, characters, you know, picking them is very important, and that you should pick them wisely and not pick boring, you know, people. They must do like act the part, like, you know what I mean? So my next point is that the producers or whoever, the casting directors, whatever, they really like picked 3 Broadway stars, you know, Ariana Grande, Leon Thomas, and Liz Gillies. And I think that that was definitely like the best decision they ever made because those 3 characters, especially like Ariana and Kat and Jay, they really like played their part. And I think that like that, you know, casting Broadway actresses and actors, like, you know, for a TV show that's like based in, you know, performing and music and acting, is just genius. I think that compared to TV shows like iCarly or Drake and Josh, I feel like that they really put thought and effort into the characters, like actually writing the characters, you know, storyline, you know, their traits, their personality traits. They really, I feel like they really like did that compared to Drake and Josh and iCarly. Like, you know, with iCarly, like I'm just gonna tell you right now, it wasn't really my favorite show. I felt like some of the skits and plot lines were kind of boring, and like the jokes were corny, and you know, character wise, Carly, like what everybody says is kind of boring. You know, we had Sam, you know, the tough, you know, snarky best friend, you know, and Freddie, you know, he was a typical unpopular nerd, you know, that's in the friend group, but you know, who was also like, you know, like the running gag, the butt of the joke. But like, you know, all jokes aside though, Spencer obviously was the best character. He was really funny. But other than that, I just felt like iCarly, some of the characters, especially Carly, lacked something. Like there was just nothing to her. Like she's just, you know, like she's just there. like the girl next door has friends. Oh, does a few, an online show. Like there's just nothing really to her. Um, and I felt like, uh, with Victoria's, um, like there was something to the character. It's kind of like, it was kind of like with Drake and Josh. I felt like the two main characters were great, but I just felt like with Drake and Josh specifically, it was really funny, but there was like no like oomph to the show. It was just like two brothers, you know, a few like mishaps, like crazy stories. Megan, at least, Miranda Cosgrove had a personality with Megan, but like, it was just, you know, it was just a simple comedy to me. It was hilarious, but I just felt like there could have been something added a little bit in Drake and Josh. So I felt like, character wise, um, like the show was excellent, and the plot line itself, like the premise of the show was really good. Um, you know, the show had acting, singing, skits, like in a when Psychowitz would ask him to randomly act. It was really, I just love that. And I feel like the comedy in the show, like the jokes and like the crazy things that happen is really funny compared to the other shows. Um, oh yeah, and like let's not forget Trina. Well, let's not forget characters like Trina, who's literally like like kind of animated the way she is. Like Danielle Monet definitely like really did her thing with that character. So now I'm gonna go into every character because I'm bored. So so Torivega. So I think she's a decent main character. Um, I feel like she at times I feel like she pretends to be the girl next door, but she's actually kind of mean and a rude person at times. Like she would like it's just she would make like weird comments to some of her friends, and one thing I do like about her though is that like she's not the type of main character that would not stand up for herself. Like with Jade, like she would be mean and rude to her too right back. So I like that. But other than that, Tori, I think she's okay, but she is talented. I'm not gonna lie. Like Victoria Justice is talented. I just feel like I'm kind of like that fan that thought that she shouldn't have been the main character. Like I know the show was made for her, but like I feel like she, like I'm the type of fan that's like, okay, Ariana should have had like way more solos, or like Ariana should have did this, or Ariana. I'm like, especially during that time, I wish that Ariana, like did way more in Victorious. I wish she wasn't like such a background character. Or when it came to singing and stuff, I wish that she like like didn't sing backup all the time. Like the only time she actually got her like little solos, like Give It Up, and like I think that's it. And like she did parts here and there, but it was always with Victoria Justice or someone else there. It's like can she get something else? Okay, so next is Andre Harris. So the talent, okay, this man, right? So like the talent that runs through this man's veins, like the songs that he wrote, like I really, like I'm not gonna lie to you, like I really admired him as a character because of how creative he was. Like the songs that he wrote, the melodies he played on his piano, like he really did everything in the show. And my favorite thing about Andre is like his singing voice. Like I just love the way he sings, and like the way he does his runs. And I really like vocalists, so I really had like just loved his singing style, and and then the songs, the character wrote, it's just really good. I'm pretty sure he wrote the songs too. I'm pretty sure. So like he's I think he's the most talented guy on the show, obviously. So okay, so next, Robbie Shapiro. All I can say is that he's annoying, but Rex obviously makes the show 10 times better. And I think whoever came up with Rex, the puppet, is a genius. Genius. Like, the I just love how they wrote Rex as a character. Just, it's just really added like really good comedy to the show. To me, different from his other shows. So Jade West. So Liz Gillies did a really good job playing Jade. So Jade, the character, I don't like her. She's gross, she's mean, she's disgusting. She's beautiful, but she's evil. I don't. And I feel like, some of the things that she did was unforgivable. Like, and obviously the way she treated Beck was just I mean, but I know Beck isn't innocent either. But still, the way she treated Beck was just come on now. Cat Valentine. Cat Valentine, my favorite character. So if you see my previous video from Arianagrande Positions Review, you know that Ariana, I really adore her. And I really do adore Ariana because of what she has done for acting. I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for acting. The way the way she played Cat was just really, really, really good, because I know it's really hard to play stupid characters, to play the idiotic friend, or the friend that just doesn't know what's going on, and just, give Ariana her flowers, because I think that that she really did a really good job. And I feel like I honestly miss her acting. I think that I just wish that she would do acting again. I don't know. I'm glad that she's doing her music, and she's focusing on her music and writing songs and albums and all that. But I just want her to act again so bad. So I felt with Kat, she was so cartoonish in a way, animated, and with her hair and wardrobe. And I don't know, I just feel when I'm watching her, her character just makes me happy. Her character just makes me so happy. Okay, so Beck. So obviously, everyone else, every other 12-year-old probably, he was my teen crush. I still love Avin Jokia till this day. I'm his character was the attractive, charming guy, bad boy. But it's weird because he wasn't a bad boy. His personality was pretty cool. He wasn't mean, but But I would say with Beck, though, I couldn't really tell what his personality was, because the only personality trait he had was being Jade's boyfriend. So I just couldn't see his actual personality. Sometimes he had moments where he helped out Tori, other characters, but I don't know his personality at all. So Miss Trina. So I love her. She was literally, I don't want to sound rude, or I'm not a psychologist, but from what I read, and from my psychology classes when I was in college, she's a literal narcissist. Like, she really had me in tears, like, left and right with her craziness. I knew I was going to love her when it was her birth week, her birth week, and then Tori sang her a whole song, and then after, Trina was like, "So where's my present?" And I was like, and she would not let it go throughout the whole episode. Like, that's not a present. Like, I knew I was gonna love her. Okay, so I think with Psychowitz, he's very important because he's a great adult character. And I feel like with some adult characters, in these types of, in the other shows, like Drake and Josh, Icarly, Zoe 101, like some of them, like they don't have personalities. Like they're usually, for example, like the parents in Drake and Josh, they were kind of just like there because they're their parents. They would have a few funny lines and, you know, be stern and funny, like, to Drake and Josh. But I mean, they're just the parents. Um, uh, like, they just didn't add much to the show. Like, they're just there, like they're the parents. But like, with Psycho, it's like he's a literal icon. um, I think that like a teacher like that is what we needed in a performing arts high school, and that's probably how they are anyway. So like I think that like the casting directors like really did their thing, choosing the person that plays his character. I don't know his name, sorry, but um like choosing him to play it and writing the character like this, great choice. Okay, so next we have the music. So the music in the show was way too good to be in a kid's show, to be honest. Like, listen, whoever wrote like the songs and like the melody, like whoever wrote the music for the songs and the lyrics, and like, please, like, just give them their flowers and a Grammy, because like, what? And the one thing I do love about Victorious, like the franchise itself, is the music videos and the connection with the songs to the videos. I just feel like, like the music videos itself, and like for example, all I want is everything, and like they did the flash mob and everything, and freak the freak out, like they were at that party and just dancing all over the place, kind of like in the TV show, like the episode Freak the Freak Out. Oh, and I think one of my favorite music videos that they ever made was Best Friend's Brother, like with with Victoria Justice in front of the guy's house singing on the car. Just like, it's just so my top 10 songs on Victorious, because I'm bored. Number 10, Make It in America. So when this song first came out, I was like, okay, I kind of like it, like the lyrics and everything, and the melody was really nice. Music video also nice, with all them driving and through America. I like it. So number 9 is Give It Up. So I really do I really enjoyed the performance. Oh, and this is like based on like the performance, listening to it on the soundtrack and the music video and stuff, like combined. So yeah, so my top 10 songs on Victorious, because I'm bored. Number 10, Make It in America. So when this song first came out, I was like, okay, I kind of like it, like the lyrics and everything, and the melody was really nice. Music video also nice, with all them driving and through America. I like it. So number 9 is Give It Up. So I really enjoyed the performance. Oh, and this is like based on like the performance, listening to it on the soundtrack and the music video and stuff, like combined. So yeah, so Give It Up. I really love this. I really like the song. I mean, the song itself, like, it's really good. I mean, it's like, I don't know how to say this, but like The melody is okay. Like, I don't like the performance. The performance, obviously, with Ariana and Liz, you know, doing what they're doing, like just slaying on that was it that stage catwalk, I don't know what it was, but they're just doing their thing in the show itself. I love that. That was an iconic performance, you know. We can't forget that, like, ever, you know. Can't forget it. um but I just feel like the songs that I'm, you know, that are further up the song to me are better, and the ones that I can kind of relate to the most, and I just like the melodies and the lyrics better. Sorry. So number 8 is Take a Hint. Number 8 is Take a Hint. Yeah. Victoria Justice and Liz Gillies really did that. Lyrics really good. Like, I know we can all relate to the lyrics. Yeah, the performance itself, like in the karaoke, I think, is it called karaoke dokie? Yeah, like, yeah, iconic also. 10 out of 10 performance, especially like Liz Gillies, like she went off. So number 7 is You're the Reason. When this first came out, like when I was like, what, like 12 or 13, I really loved this song. Like, I don't know, I think it's just like the melody, like on the chorus, like, you know how in the episode when Andre was like playing the piano for her and trying to, like, they're trying to figure out like the song that she wanted to write for her sister, like for Trina. I was just like, okay, it was like dun, 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 dun. I don't know why, but that, like, the melody is really catchy to me. So yeah, I really like that song. And then, you know, Victoria Justice, you know, did her thing again with the performance in her house. Yeah, she really did it. And then her dress was cute. Like, she slayed. So number 6 is Best Friend's Brother. I really love the song. It's just so cute and catchy. The performance, you know, from Prom Wrecker, like, I'm addicted to the performance because of Ariana's vocals. In the background, you know, she's singing up an octave, so it's like, it just sounds really good. And on Andre's vocals too, Leon's vocals, you know, like, yeah, like he's singing the lower, like the, you know, the lower parts, and Ariana singing the high parts, and, you know, Victoria is singing her part, and it's just combined. It's just like, that's the, like, you know, to be honest, that's the only version I listen to anyway. I can't listen to the regular version because, you know, they kind of hide Ariana's vocals in the soundtrack version, so it's like I can only listen to the performance one on YouTube. So okay. Number 5 is Here's to Us. So I feel like the lyrics and the melody and also the performance, like, I feel like this song is just really like a really cute chill song, like, you know, here's to us, like, you just kind of like, that song is just like, you know, we're all gonna be okay, like, life is annoying, life is irritating, but we're all gonna be okay at the end of the day. Yeah, I only listen to the again, I only listen to the one on YouTube, the performance on YouTube. Like, I can't listen to, like, the one on the soundtrack because Andre's, like, Leon's vocals, like, I can't listen to the soundtrack. So the performance on YouTube is just way better because of Leon's voice. Like, he did it again. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they keep hiding the, you know, like, Ariana's or Leon's vocals on the soundtrack. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I can barely hear it. Like, why would you do that? And then, like, the live version or the performance on the show is just beautiful. Like, why would you do that? Make it make sense. So number 4 is Freak the Freak Out. So once this song came out, like, I knew, like, it was gonna be one of my favorite songs. from Victoria. I knew that it was gonna be one of my favorite songs from Victoria's. Like, this song is like fire. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's just something about it. Like, you just want to like jump around and just, like as a 13, 14-year-old me, I was like playing this song nonstop, jumping around in my room. It was really good. Like, I love this song. On the video, and let's not forget the iconic performance, karaoke dokie. Like, I just love, like, I just, like, one thing I love is the performance itself more than how it sounds outside of like the TV show. I just love it. Like, so so number 3 is Begging on Your Knees. Yeah, Begging on Your Knees is just one of those songs that was needed. Like, like 15-year-old me was listening to it. I mean, I can't relate to it, but it still like made you want to like break up. It still made you want to like break up with the guy that does. It still made you want to like break up with the guy you haven't even like dated yet. Like, you just, like, this song was just really good. And then the performance, of course. I just love how like she got that guy back. She was walking on stage and she was just like being fabulous, and like she just went off. It was that this was a moment, honestly. I think, like, I would say like it was a cultural reset. Like, it was good. Okay, so number 2, LA Boys. I love this song. It's such a bop. Like, it's like a simple song, but like it's just so good. And then I think this is where Ariana actually finally, like, other than Give It Up, she finally got like a nice part that she deserved. Like, she sang like the second chorus, and she sang the first half of the verse and the second verse, and it just like her voice was just, it just sounds so nice. And then, like, when Victoria does to sing, she sings up an octave, and it's just like, yes, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that song. Like, I love that song. Okay, so my number 1, and this may be a shock to y'all, but number 1 for me is 365 Days. So this song is so underrated. Like, nobody talks about this song. And this song, I don't know why I love it so much, but I know why. Leon sings it. It's kind of his solo. It's his solo with Tori in the background. And I think it's just the flow of the song. Like, the lyrics are beautiful. I think it's just like, Monday, well, baby, I fell for you. It's just so catchy. And like, I just love the melody. Tuesday, I wrote you this song. And then Victoria's like, Wednesday, I'll wait outside your door, even though I know it was wrong. And then Tori's like, 7 days a week, every hour of the month. It's a good song. Like, that, like, honestly, like, out of all songs on Victoria's, I think this is the best song. I don't know why, but it just is for me. Like, I listen to it every day. Like, it's really good. And of course, the one on the show is better than the one on the soundtrack. And I feel like the one on the soundtrack, or like the recorded version, I don't even think it's on the soundtrack, but the recorded version, it's just the lyrics are different, and I don't like that version. It's still good, but I prefer the one on Victoria's. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the comedy of the show. So I kind of did touch on it a little bit in the beginning, but we're gonna get into it. So personally, I think the comedy is absolutely fantastic in this show. I felt like, compared to other shows like iCarly and like Drake and Josh, sometimes they didn't make the comedy awkward and corny. So like with iCarly, like, I feel like some of the humor is just weird, and like, it's kind of like they just made some of the jokes just to like have a little laugh, but it wasn't funny. You know what I mean? Like it was just awkward and weird. Like, and some of the and I think that some of the humor didn't make sense on iCarly. Like some of the skits, I feel like they ran out of ideas and just made a few skits so it could be in an episode. It's like it just to me iCarly, like I don't like the show. Yeah, but the comedy in Victorious though, like it was really good. I felt like the comedic relief, such as Kat and Trina, were like perfectly placed in the show. Like in some of the episodes, like in the scenes, like they would, like talk about something, and then Kat would just be like, "Oh, my brother did this," or "My brother did that," and or like she would say something that's like a scientific fact or something, and obviously it just doesn't make sense, but like it was funny. Like I like laughed. you know. Yeah, I just felt like, Kat's lines or like Trina's lines were placed at the right time, you know. And also I feel like the skits in like psychoanalysis class, or like when they're performing, like they're practicing for a play or something, I think they were just excellent to me. Like they were just so, funny and interesting. And the way like psychoids would be like, okay, go, and then they have to go right on spot. I just love stuff like that. So this, yeah. And I feel like, psychoids weird lessons, he would teach them. Like it was just it was just it was just like the chef's, like it was just chef's kiss. Like everything about the comedy in this show is really good to me. Like it's excellent. Okay, so let's talk about the drama. So at times, if you watched all 3 seasons, Victoria's had a little bit of drama. um like such as the triangle, the romantic triangle between Beck, Jade, and Tori. I mean, for me, like, to be honest, like that like specific triangle was very intense for a 13-year-old. like very intense for a 13-year-old me. It was way too intense. um you know oh, and let's talk about in the first episode when Jade was being mean to Tori on when they were doing their little acting lesson, and then Tori was gonna get back at Jade, and then at the end, they were being going back and forth, back and forth. Beck was on stage with them, and then Tori was like, "Oh, Tori was like, do you want to kiss me?" or something like that, and then Beck was like, "Let's do it," and then Jade is like, I mean, okay, listen. To me, I felt like that, like, I felt like they were way too happy, like way too hyped to kiss during that scene. Like it was like, okay, watching it as like a child, like it confused me, because I was like, well, watching it now confused me, because it's just like, I know they were acting, but it was just like, it didn't seem right. I don't know why. Like, am I the only one that feels this way? Like, it didn't sit right with me. It was kind of weird. Like, I don't know. And I just feel like this was the start of, the dynamic between Tori and Beck's relationship. Because, like, let's get into it right now, because, there were certain things that I felt like Tori and Beck would do. I mean, before, like, they like went on that date, but like when they would like, I just feel like they would flirt a little, when Jade wasn't around. And like they would just, I don't know, I feel like they was a little too friendly sometimes, and it was like, it's kind of off. I don't know, to me. um oh yeah, and like, Jade's jealousy of Tori, because I think she just knew that like Beck liked her throughout the whole series. And also, like, with the storyline, you know, the little moments where we learned about Jade and her dad in that episode where she created her own play. You know, the dad doesn't like her. The dad seems, you know, kind of like that dad that doesn't really care about their kids. um, you know, and also when Robbie got sick and everyone was feeling bad for him, he's in the hospital. So I really think that, like, the drama and the comedy combines very well a little bit. It's, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna talk about, unfortunately, the downside of Victoria's. So as you know, one of the producers who created the show is a monster. Um, so you know, those elements that he added into the show is 1,000% like um so he's a monster. So you know, those things, those so those certain elements were definitely added into the show 1,000%. And now, like, rewatching it as a 23-year-old, I'm like, really bad, really not good. So you know, I actually kind of read this on Twitter, but I actually kind of read this on Twitter. You know, the whole character of Kat, you know, like the character herself is, you know, based on certain things that, you know, that some people would say is inappropriate. You know, and also there are constant weird innuendos through the show that obviously do not sit right. Oh, and especially those little videos they filmed of Kat making those slap videos. Sick. Um, and I just feel like those innuendos and those weird, gross, you know, jokes. Um, those those were added in other TV shows, you know, like Zoe 101 and Icarly. Um, and you could just see it, and it's just really bad. And it's just the fact that, like, you know, it went over our heads, and also the fact that it went over our heads and it was in kids' TV shows. Sick. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know, like, what you think about Victorious. What's your favorite, you know, show out of the bunch? You know, is it iCarly? Is it Drake and Josh? Is it Zoe 101? Is it all that? Is it Keenan and Kel? Let me know. Um, so yes. So, you know, go check out my previous uploads right down below. Um, you know, I hope you guys enjoy your holiday. You know, whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, you know, like, have a great time with your family. Stay safe. You know, it's still a pandemic, unfortunately, but stay safe. You know, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe. You know, turn on my post notifications. There will be videos every week. So, thank you. And oh yeah, remember that I do have a whole list of ideas and you know, things that I want to talk about. So make sure you subscribe, and I promise, you know, I'll make you laugh. You won't be bored on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, and oh, so follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and I'm on Instagram. So make sure you follow. You know, right, it's the link right down below. All right. Thank you, guys. Stay safe. Have a great holiday. Bye.